Alright, so it's been a couple of weeks since I did my first video, and I wanted to come back and do another little follow-up video of what I think about these two handhelds after using them for a while. I've had the Odin 2 for months and months, but the Pocket Evo here was new. And yeah, these two Android-based handhelds, one with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, one with the Snapdragon 8G3X Gen 2 processor, which is better. But so yeah, I've had the Odin 2 for months and months now, and then this one, the Odin or the Pocket Evo, I just got about 2 weeks ago now, and so I did end up doing that that fix on the thermal pads. I busted this thing open and got in there and replaced the thermal pads with Arctic TP3 thermal pad, and it did end up making it much more powerful now than the Odin 2. I would say the benchmark, my average benchmark was, I think, 4100 on this on the Wildlife Extreme stress test, and then it was 3700 over on the Odin 2. So yeah, so it is more powerful, and I've noticed the difference on a couple games where I can squeeze out more FPS on Yuzu with the Evo than I can with the Odin 2 here. And the funny thing though, because I mean this one, you're just looking at it right now, you can tell the screen on the Evo is just way better. It's more fluid, like the way the refresh rate's way better, and you can see right there, like it moves just so much more fluidly. But I just find myself, I feel like this Odin 2 is just the perfect size. It fits in your hand just perfectly. It the screen's big enough, but it's not too big. And there's another thing that I feel like nobody's really been talking about with these, with the Android handheld specifically, is that you need it to, when it's in your hand, you can reach the center of the screen to touch the touch screen on an Android, because you eventually, you will have to. And something about the 7-inch screen, it's just slightly too big to really be able to touch the center. And now they did a particularly good job, I think, on this Pocket Evo, where it's like pretty tightly compact where you can get your hands to the middle. But I noticed, I think with the Odin 2 Portal, it's wider, and I think it's a little wider than even the Pocket Evo is. And I think because they have the more offset D-pad and thumbstick, and I think that it makes it just a little bit too wide. So maybe I'm just coping because I have a Odin 2 and I'm not going to get the Odin 2 Portal, but I'm happy with the Odin 2 still, and then I'm also happy with this one. But to be honest, it wasn't a totally necessary. It was a splurge purchase, and it kind of not panic buy, but just spur of the moment, kind of like, oh, it's not going to be on the Indiegogo sale forever, and so I just got it. But yeah, so I mean, there's still there hasn't been a game I found that's, well, the only one, like Blue Reflection is the only one I found that plays, that it's like basically unplayable on the Odin 2, but you can actually get the frame rates going to like 24, so it's playable on this, whereas on here on Odin 2 it's just not playable, and on Pocket Evo it actually is playable. And then Atelier Sophie 2 is unplayable on both, but you have a better chance. It's like you can get it going on the Pocket Evo, and you still only get maybe 13 frames per second, but it just almost immediately crashes, and it's totally unplayable on the Odin 2. So I mean, there is a difference, and the Pocket Evo is better, but if you already have an Odin 2, there's no justification really to go out and get one of these to get a Pocket Evo. And the sticks are better. Sticks are definitely better. They're full size sticks instead of these like kind of mini sticks, which they're good, but you play a racing game or something like that, and you don't get the precision that you get with the full size stick. So I mean, I guess that's pretty much all I had to say. I wanted to do a follow-up, and like I said, I did do the fix, so I got the performance boost now from changing out the thermal pads. And let me tell you, this thing was hard to bust into. They make it really tightly packed together, and it's like it wouldn't seal completely back up the way it was before I opened it up. So yeah, but I was really happy that I got the boosted performance. I didn't mess anything up. I didn't, disconnect any parts back to the chip wrong or get screws lost or things like that. So everything went well. And yeah, that's about pretty much all I have to say. But yeah, I do recommend. But these are both good handhelds, but you really don't need both. So that's all I have to say about that.